Tonight we have the 777 special. So why not get in the spirit of some casino inspired decks? This one, some slots. I've been waiting for this video because this deck and our last one I've been excited for, so let's get our special underway. Take a quick peek at what we will be playing with and get this one underway. And as we get into this one, you gotta let me know any casino stories you may have, or even scratcher stories. But besides all of that, please get yourself nice and comfy, my friend. Did I notice something? Yes, I did. Some of the cards seemingly have a goldish hue, yellow. I'm not sure what I think about that. Almost every card seems to be a variation on the back, in a sense, so a bit more random than anticipated. I like it a little bit, but let's see how it plays. Alright, here we go. Also, since I've been wanting to get to this special for a little while, something about the 777s. We'll do a giveaway. So once this video hits 7,777 views, I will pick a winner randomly below. And what will the giveaway be? Good question. It's only fitting. Let's take a look. A nice deck of some Cherry Casino playing cards, B style. Your choice between red or blue. I love myself some B playing cards, and it's just something that's a staple of some casinos. That should be a nice prize for the winner. And how do you enter? Comment anything. Anyone who leaves a comment has a chance. And that is it. Let's settle into our first game before we get into anything else. Yeah, it felt like we got a lot of repeat cards. There we go. That clears up quite a bit. I'm really enjoying this black and yellowish gold combo. And that is it. Oh, never mind. We're still rolling. black 7, black or gold jack. Preferably a black jack. And a black 7. There's one. Okay. There's the black 7. Fat stack number 1 of our night. Fairly swiftly. You know what would be a good comment is just a pun. I thought 777 to be simple. Or give me the prize. Something a little silly. Rats. Alright, so there goes the perfect game. But we do give ourselves the second fat stack of the night. Let's actually bring that back. Nowhere for that 6. Jack, and lastly, 9. This is gonna be tough. Yeah, we have to go clubs. King. Queen, I don't know. Okay. And it looks like we're just going to miss our chance to do anything more, as we have perfectly eluded the 6 of hearts and the 7 of spade clubs. So just to double check, nowhere for that 6, Jack, or 7. And that will be our final play. Dang. Good game to start, though. Let's just roll in the fat stacks tonight. That's fine by me. 21. Blackjack left unturned. Oh, and if you'd like to help this video get to that 7,777 quicker, leave a like. Trust me, it helps for whatever reason. Alright, let's get into some casino stories. So, where I live, there is a casino not too far away. Or I should say a couple of casinos. And one of the big things my family would do is I should say, my parents and I is on typically Saturday mornings, we would go to the casino buffet. And as a kid, that was a win. Lots of mac and cheese, pizza, ice cream, cake, cookies alike. Just lots of very bad food for you. So I would fill up then. And afterwards, my parents would go and gamble for a bit. Give me $20 or so, depending on how long we were there, to pretty much waste time in the playroom for the kids. But afterwards, we would walk out and go towards the gift shop. In the gift shop, they had decks of cards that were used in poker games. And they would be 50 cents a deck. And I thought that was really cool. So I'd spend like $3 and get some decks, different colors, different types, and they would always have the corners of the cards cut off, so no one could buy a deck from the casino and then reuse it and have cards up their like wrist or something. A diagonal right there and there typically. And they were closest to being like a deck of B playing cards. I think most casinos use B brand. And then I'd end up losing like one card from the deck somehow. And just wait to go back and to refill my stock. That's not an issue anymore on both ends. But yeah, casino, buffet, waiting in the kids' room, watching kids play their games as we have quadruple jacks, waiting to go home and getting some decks. Okay. I think we should have a play set up. A black king would really do the thing. But we get a gold one for now. Perfect. Actually, I think we have the two of diamonds earlier, so we'll hold off a little bit. There it is. And if we're lucky, which I think we are tonight, we should have a fat stack coming up relatively soon as we put down our third king. And here comes fat stack number 3 on our night. Gold 10, gold 5, or a black 2. We get another king. Alright. Without the black feels like we have so many threes to start our night. Anyway, I used to love some scratchers. As a kid, we would get them in our stockings to play. Anywhere from 5 to 20 scratchers. And whatever we would win, my parents would go to the liquor store and then cash it out so we could have our prize. And it was just that feeling of, what if I win $500 or get the maximum limit? As a kid, that made them really fun. Stockings referring to Christmas, in case there was some confusion. It was just always really fun to scratch away and see, oh, there's a free ticket. Oh, there's $500. There's $100. There's $50. And then wrapping up with another 2 free tickets and the little variations of games within different scratchers. Triple twos, not looking good. But then again, none of our games so far have looked too good to start. Oh my gosh, yeah, we are done. If we win this one, I'll give away 2 decks to the winner. Anyway, I then told myself I could not allow myself to get into scratchers as an adult, because that could become a bad addiction. I think I remember reading the back too, that it was like a 1 in 4 chance of winning. And winning would classify getting a free ticket, so pretty much a retry. And those odds weren't up my alley too much. Because I knew if I let myself get into scratchers, ultimately it would lead down to a Powerball fixation. There's a reason why the winners of that get millions of dollars, because millions of people play and millions of people lose. But it only takes that one type of thinking, and the chances of being that one are just ridiculously minuscule. But then again, it is a game, and people like to win. Let's do this. So we take away 2 chances at a fat stack. And we earn our 4th fat stack of the night. Interesting. I know some of you out there are rooting so hard for this one. That's our 3rd play and our 5th fat stack of the night. I mean, a win is worth another deck, so why not? I have a good deck in mind too, of what that will follow, I should say. Alright, let's wait a second. Alright, so no matter what, we're only gonna get 2 fat stacks. 6 and a jack. Let's do this, that, and that. Wrong 6. Wrong jack. And it comes down to the end once again. Oh my gosh. 1, 2. Well, 3 rough starts in a row might have been exactly what we needed to clinch our first win of the night, while earning 5 fat stacks en route. And I think this deck just earned itself one more game. Alright, I promised it, so whoever the winner is will be getting a second deck. You gotta remind me though, because it's gonna be a little while till we get to the winner of the giveaway. I'll show you after we're done with this deck. But first, let's stack it up and move on to our first victory shuffle of the night. All of the spades, ace to king, with all of the clubs. Next, the hearts and the diamonds. Let's see how we did. An excellent start. All of the yellows paired up. Ooh, couldn't keep it with all of the blacks. Aces and royalty. Let's see if we could get any sets of 4. Oh no, 4 jacks and 4 aces, and that is 21. Isn't that kind of cool? We got blackjack. Game number 4 coming up as we just we're rolling. Luck is high. You know what? Let's make a deal. If you're old enough, of course. I think here in the United States, or in California, you have to be 18 to buy a scratcher ticket. Let's all go buy a scratcher, and then come back and say how we did. I'm not gonna put anything behind this deck since we've had a lot of triplets and we've been able to work past a lot of it. Let's see what we've got in store for us in our final game with this deck. Will this finally be too much for our deck to handle? It's putting up a fight. We could say that for sure. Show us the ace. There we go. We have to at this point. Another damn 8. I think it was too much for us to handle this time. 8, 8, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. 8. Yeah. There is one more chance. But I don't think we have the cards beforehand to make the difference. Final play is a jack. Nowhere for that queen. Triple sixes remain on the field. Nowhere for that 8, 9, king, or queen. Time to say goodbye to this deck. Little ranking real quick. Back design, like it. Don't like the golden variation too much. Easy to memorize if you're playing something besides Solitaire or even Solitaire. Like the coloring, they're a little flimsy, not too durable. Triple fives, quadruple fives. That was the killer in this one. It's nice. I think it's just gonna get a 7 though. That's actually quite fitting. Alright, next deck. And as promised, I will get our other deck since we did win that game. So this one isn't too much casino. So we're only going to do 2 games with it. Light and sound fireworks. I just thought, like the background. Kind of reminds you of like the flashing lights. Something similar to that. I swore I had a third casino-themed deck, but I couldn't find it. So let's see how this holds up. And I think casinos have a lot of lights and fireworks as well. At least near me. And that's a nice back design. Alright, so not only will you get a choice in your B casino deck, but the bicycle muralis deck. This one is really nice. One of my favorites. I was lucky enough to find them this cheap. I think typically they're $12, but got one for a giveaway, so that will be your second deck for the winner. feels really nice. Kinda reminds me of a roulette, or is it roulette? Craps table. Oh, for those of you who do go to the casino, what is your favorite game slash machine there? And we'll get into another story for now. Oh my gosh. Last game, triple sixes. Now, triple fives. It's gonna be a rough one. So, back, I think, a little after high school, one of my ex-girlfriends wanted to go to the casino with me. So we decided to drive there at night and see what it was about. I had gone to the casino quite a bit, but they wouldn't allow you to really be next to your parents at them or wander on your own. So that was my first time going as an adult. So we went there, we walked in, a grand escalator entrance. I think we both brought $20 or so. And I expected to lose all of it. So we went in, found a machine. I think we just picked a random one. Something like Ghostbusters or Wheel of Fortune, something like that. And I think the person before us was doing $5 spins. And if you don't know what that means, or you probably do, but I didn't know this. At casinos you can set how much you want to wager per spin. I always assumed it was like 50 cents to $1. And you put in your cash, give it a spin, and that's it. So we only got 4 spins, and we lost all 4. She did the same, got nothing, and we decided to go. After like 5 minutes of walking around, King 10, 8, 2, 5, nowhere to go. Tough game to start off this deck. I'm actually glad it was that way, because I didn't want to win and go, oh, what if we win next time, bigger type of thinking. And the other time I've actually gambled at a casino, as we had triple queens left unturned, was last year. I went out for work with a friend I was trying to learn from, and he would always gamble and tell me about his casino adventures. And he was the highest level member at the casino. So basically there's like a lower tier, mid, upper, and then top. Top tier, I think you had to gamble 2.5 million or 5 million a quarter. So every 3 months you gamble $5 million. And I kind of wanted to see how he did, what he would do. was pretty dumb. Dumb in multiple aspects. I think every year you would lose or you'd either lose 30,000 or be up 80 by the time taxes came around. I think he did $20 bets on slot machines. He would lose almost all of them, but then he would win like $200. Gamble it, lose it. Keep going. And I just thought it was ridiculous. I swear if we get triple fours. But being a top level card holder, you get free drinks, free food, and he ordered free food for all of his friends nearby. Wasn't bad, but I learned you don't have to gamble 5 million of your own money. But let's say you gamble 100, and then that 100, if you lose it all, you then gamble 100. But when you gamble, you start here, and typically you slowly work your way down. And let's say in that $100 loss initially, you won $500. That means in that 100, you would have gambled $600 as opposed to 100 only. And that's how you would get to the higher tier or the upper tier at the casino. And it's real messed up too. The casinos allow you to link your debit card or credit card, probably both, to the machine so you can instantly deposit $500 to gamble. And I would see people next to him depositing 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000 with no second thought. And it would be almost instantaneous. Oh, I lost my 10 games. Let's deposit 500. I lost another set. Let's deposit another 500. I'm just glad I never went down that path. And he knows he loses in the end, but he just enjoys going there and having fun. And if he's not really bringing harm to anybody, nothing wrong with it. Could it be used wisely? But yeah, better. Could it be used better? Yes. But not everyone is perfect. Can't judge people for enjoying themselves as we have triple twos if it doesn't bring harm to another person. But my goodness, just watching a lot of it just pretty much flow by was crazy. Alright, it doesn't look too promising in this game unless we get a black 9. It brings the question, are you somebody who likes to gamble a lot at the casino? Or are you the type of person that will never go to gamble? King, 6, 7, 5, queen, nowhere to go. Only place that 2. And this deck is done. Poor showing from this one. We still stand at 5 fat stacks as we move into our final deck. Triple aces to the negative stats. This deck, durable, like the back design. wish it was a little more vibrant on the front. Not my favorite art style, but better than the last, since its strong suits were pretty good. But then again, nah, 7.5. I was gonna be a little too picky. Last deck is the roulette deck. Yeah. Let's open it up. Now, I could never imagine doing what I think we've all seen in a movie or TV show. Gambling your life savings on 34 red. I'm not 100% sure how it works. I think if you could just bet red or black, or even red, even black, something like that. And you could just increase your chances, so let's say red and black 50-50. If you win black, you double your money. If you win red, you double your money. But then you could lose it all. Same high risk, high reward type. If you say, I want even red, that's a 1 in 2 chance of victory. You'll win double your bet. So if you bet 1,000, you'll get 3, I assume. And if you pick the exact number, a 34 red, then you get, I think, 1 in 36. Whatever's on the wheel, the probability. So 36x your bet. All I know from this is watching South Park. What I've heard is the only way to win at the casino is to play card games. And that's when I got worried as a kid, because I was very good at cards, rummy, poker, blackjack. And it just kind of made me think I'd probably get kicked out for being too good. And what I appreciate about these cards, unlike the other deck, it's very difficult to tell that each back card is different than the last. I think it probably turns on a wheel. So if that assumption's correct, these two cards should be next to each other on the deck. And they are. That's pretty cool. This deck got a lot of points for that. So if I were to go to the casino, I'd probably play blackjack, but I feel like I'd get kicked out for unknowingly counting cards. as we already finish our first game with this deck. 3 more to go. Let's see if we can change our luck. And I also noticed that the dials change direction. Triple sevens. Triple fours. And that is it. Does that mean that we are going to win our next game? Let's do it. Watch us start with pretty much play after play. I mean, if there was a game to win it on too, the 7th game would have been fitting. Before I forget, this deck, pretty durable, nice feel, good texture. Nothing negative to say about it yet. Alright, we're set up for some plays. Yeah. Let's see what we've got. Red king, black queen. We have to play the black one. Let's hope we get a red one. Okay, not too bad. Oh my gosh. How did I miss that? Let's do it. Dang it. This is not looking good. I honestly forgot about this king. Black 6, black 7. And we are not gonna get that. But we got one right there. Red king. Give us fat stack. Number 6. Nowhere for that jack. 6. Jack. Wow. It's been real tough since our first deck. Not even a fat stack. Lots of doubles as we head into our second to last game. And let's give an appropriate casino shuffle. Sorry, I was in deep thought right there. So, for the past couple days, I've been trying to remember where we placed our radar gun. And I've kind of been thinking, oh, I've been giving, not like the most thorough looks, but a thorough look. Like a once-over, I should say. To eliminate it being in its typical spots. And I haven't been able to find it. So just before this episode, we were looking for it in a couple spots where it usually would be or might be very thoroughly, and we have yet to find it. And it's kind of annoying because for whatever reason, do you have those items, let's say like your car keys or whatever, that you always end up finding, but when you look for it, you just can't find it? That's how the radar gun is for us. So I was just backtracking the last time we used it and where it could possibly be. And it's just tough to think of. But hopefully I find it soon, or one of us do. Alright, double kings, that's not good. I mean, let's wait. And we might be done already. Nowhere for that king. King. 2. And we know nothing else can be played there, so we pick it up from the 2. Now we're for that 10, 9, or 3. That is amazing. Well, on to our final game of the night. After our amazing win, it's been drier than Las Vegas. I was hoping that we can get to at least 7 fat stacks, and to be able to do that, we would need to get 2 fat stacks this next one, triple 4s, and that looks to be it. But double 8, 7, 6, 5 is pretty evil with that. Wow. Alright, Vegas. 50% on this. Once for a baseball tournament, and then once for my girlfriend's birthday with her parents. And from what I remember, it's very weird. So obviously there are lots of cameras everywhere, just up and down the streets even. Lots of half-naked people up and down the streets. It's very, I guess, tacky in a sense. It was cool to know that Penn and Teller were just doing a show around a theater we were at, or a casino. But a lot of the architecture inside of the casinos just looks nice at first. But when you look at it, you think, oh, that's kind of silly. But what I looked forward to the most was going through their shopping mall, not to buy anything. But there was this Michael Jackson documentary where he went to Vegas and he spent millions of dollars in this place. And I wanted to see if anyone bought anything from that store, or I should say, if I could recognize any items from the documentary. This is another tough start, and I did. Unfortunately, it was closed, but it was neat seeing items that he contemplated buying, stupidly worth $500,000 for something so simple. I think it was called La Galleria or something like that. As that's our third play. 777s. How fitting. But we just walked around most of the day. Slept in their parents' and her parents' RV. Looking at this circus theater. And all I thought of were all the horror stories I heard about Las Vegas and the Strip. And just wanting to go explore more throughout the night, like some dummies, which we did. It wasn't too bad. It's just not anything I'd want to go back to. Not because I didn't like it. 333s now. It's just kind of pointless to me. Unless we see like a Penn and Teller show, that would be fun, but I'm not sure if they're still doing that. They probably are. Alright, bad situation. 333s without a black ace, so blocked, blocked, and blocked. Black queen, come on. Black ace and a 10. Can you feel it? Oh no, no, no. Two, three. There we go. Fat stack number 6. Oh, we need a black king, which I believe is in our hand. Fat stack number fat stacks. And are we gonna double down on our final game of the night after being absolutely destroyed? Let's find out. Ooh. Oh no. No four of clubs, so we can't get to that spade. No four of hearts, so we can't get to that diamond. And isn't that some hot garbage? But you know what? At least... Wait a second. Yeah, that's it. At least we got 7 fat stacks and a win on our night. It's kind of fitting in a sense that just when you think you're gonna win it, you bust. Take that as you will. I'm taking it with the grin on my face. And with that, the end to our night. Honestly, about a 7.77 out of 10. I hope you enjoyed. Only 2 more triple-digit number specials left. And this was a fun one. What will 888 bring in store? For now, please have yourself a relaxing remainder of your night. Those were our decks, and until we meet again, stay safe and eat your fruits and vegetables.